everyone. We're going to do a plan with me today for March 11th through March 17th. I'm going to start off with indicating my client sessions. I have a session on Tuesday afternoon at 1 o'clock. I have another session at 10 a.m. Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. Wednesday morning, 1 o'clock also on Wednesday, and 4 o'clock on Wednesday. On Thursday, I have a client session at 10 a.m., a client session at 4, and a client session at 5. I don't have any sessions on Monday, and I don't have any sessions on Friday. No, actually I do have a session Monday. I have one at 11 a.m. And Friday I do not have any sessions, but I do have a session for myself at 12 p.m. and I'm going to use a pink sticker for that. I have supervision on Thursday afternoon, group supervision. I like to use purple for my group supervision, and I don't have any of these similar shaped stickers in purple, unfortunately. So I'm going to use a washi tape for that. I do have a purple washi tape. And that was Thursday at 12 until it was an hour and a half because it was group supervision. So I'm going to use another one. Oh, I hate it when I don't rip them the same length. I hate that. And this was my first group supervision with this specific group of clinicians. I started a new job part-time because I'm still doing my own private practice. But I have a part-time job with an agency, a nonprofit agency, who works with, they provide low-cost therapy services and other services for people in the LGBTQ community. Goodness gracious. And for people in the immigrant community. I'm a Spanish speaker, so I'm going to hopefully have some Spanish language clients to work with. That will be really fun. I haven't used my Spanish in therapy in a long time. It's been a couple years, but I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be in office too, because I will be working in person Mondays, and then the rest of the week I am working virtually. So those are all of my appointments and sessions. I usually have supervision on Friday, but it got canceled. We're skipping this week, and I do want to indicate that somehow. Do I still want to use purple? Yeah, I'll still use a purple label for that, and then I will handwrite in there that it is getting canceled. Perfect. Okay, so it's a different day. That's why we have a different desk here, but we're going to continue planning for March 11th through the 17th. And what I have down so far are my client sessions in green, my clinical supervisions in purple. I guess that looks a little fuchsia or pink. And I have a personal appointment in this little pink box. So This is my functional planner for work and personal, so I don't do a lot of decoration on here, but I do some. I am going to, I forgot to put on here the days or the day that I will go over my dad's for lunch. I do that about once a week. So I usually go, well, it changes every week because I'll go on an afternoon where I don't have that many clients. So it looks like this week I'm probably going to go on Tuesday. I will probably get to my dad's at 2 or 2:30 after my session's over. So it'll be a late lunch. I'll just set it down for 3. And I think that's everything as far as everything that is scheduled. And sometimes when things pop up during the week, like clients change their appointment time, or clients reach out and want a last minute appointment, I will go in here and put a new sticker down and move stuff around if I need to. Because I like having at the end of the week or at the end of the month and year, I like being able to come back, flip open a week and see a snapshot of what I did that week. Sometimes, like if I get a cancellation, I won't take the sticker off, but I will write on it that it was canceled or no-showed because I want an accurate representation of how my week went on my, especially work related. Even though that is tracked on my EHR, I still like, I don't know, there's something, really cool about having it on paper as well. Saturday the 16th, there is a Pokemon Go event on the 16th. That will be Community Day. I very rarely forget to participate in a community day. It's something they do once a month, sometimes twice a month, depending on the time of year. And it's an event where they spawn extra of a certain Pokemon during a window of a couple hours, and that Pokemon will have like a special move probably, and then they'll add bonuses like extra XP for catching or extra candies or something. And it's not that big of a time commitment because it's only, I think they usually do it from 2 to 5 p.m. It's usually a short window. So I like to participate in that when I remember, which is usually every month. I remember. I get really mad. I get really angry with myself when I do forget a community day because then the next community day is a month later. So how do I want to label a community day? I'll do a washi sticker. I'll do this one. And community day is usually from 2 to 5. So I have a friend who likes to play Pokemon too. We're pretty much the only 2 people left in my network who play Pokemon Go. My brother and my sister-in-law were avid players. They're the ones who got me to play, but they don't do that anymore. I think they got bored with it, or too busy, probably, or both. But me and my best friend, we still are totally into Pokemon Go. What I also like to do is I like to put to-do lists up here in the top boxes. And I do use a to-do list sticker on every box because whatever I don't get done on one day gets rolled over into the next day. Kind of like a rolling to-do list. So there's something on a to-do list every single day. And I like seeing it. I mean, by now I of course I remember what my daily to-dos are. They're usually the same ones every day, but I like seeing it on paper. It kind of gives me more incentive maybe to check things off, because you know that you get that dopamine hit when you check something off. Let's do these. And I might not have enough for it to look cohesive. I mean, not that decoration needs to be cohesive, right? But I don't want to put something down that then kind of bothers me to look at. These are a little clashy, these stripes, vertical stripes with the horizontal or the diagonal stripes right next to it. It's a little clashy, but I kind of like it. We'll stick with that. Something else that I wanted to do is include some horoscopes for the week. I printed out some horoscopes that I got from Chani Nicholas, and I have two that are appropriate for this week. We have Venus in Pisces, that is March 11th through the 4th, April 4th, and we have Mercury in Aries, that is March 9th through May 15th. I'll do the March 11th through the 4th on this week, and maybe I'll do the March 9th through May 15th on the next one. Or no, I think I'll do this one in April, because it encompasses 2 months, and April is the month that is right in the middle of March 9th through May 15th. Since it doesn't include all of March or all of May, but it includes all of April, I will put this in April. So Venus in Pisces, there is a portion of it that is a general horoscope for all the signs, and then there is one section of it that is specific to my sign. The one that is general to everybody, it says, when Venus, the planet of love and relationships, glides into dreamy Pisces, fantasies abound. The planet of beauty is exalted in the sign of the artist, mystic, and visionary, meaning it operates at the peak of its powers. Venus in Pisces likes to gush at full force and offer its heart completely to anyone and anything it adores. Too much is never enough. Think. Transcendent love poetry, adornment as a romantic ritual, and heightened artistic inspirations that keep it up into the night. This placement is drawn to seek twin flames and soulmates, whether the intimate partners, best friends, muses, or the whirling cosmos. A sense of exquisite fatedness ripples out behind every wish, every swish of these convivial fins. I do like Chani Nicholas a lot. I follow her on Instagram, and she always has really interesting Instagram posts. But she's also very abstract in the way that she writes her astrology stuff. And for me, sometimes I find it difficult to understand. It's so abstract. The language and the descriptions is very poetic, and I'm not good at understanding that type of language very well. but I still really like her. And usually when I read her stuff that she writes on my sign, my astrology sign specifically, I tend to understand that better than the general one. The white of my paper, my printer paper, and the white of the planner is not that far off, so it doesn't look too bad. And then my Pisces horoscope for Venus in Pisces says, you always wear your heart on your sleeve, but over the upcoming weeks, that sleeve flutters more elegantly than usual. The more you relax into your state of spontaneous prophecy, effortless compassion, and creative boundlessness, the more you magnetize potential allies, friends, and soulmates. Trust your instincts about who you should draw nearer to and who you should set firmer boundaries with. You're meant to navigate life according to the subtle flickers of intuition. Let your sixth sense be your discernment tool, helping you separate enlivening and affirming connections from energy drains. When you relate from the core of your power, your otherworldly glow illuminates the magic around you. Whenever I read horoscopes on Pisces, at least from Chani Nicholas, I keep finding repetitive messages or terminology, expressions, and that makes sense because there is a constant about a specific astrological sign that spans across regardless of what's going on in the skies, right? And something that I keep seeing repetitively in Pisces readings are things like magic. When you relate from the core of your power, your otherworldly glow illuminates the magic around you. The Pisces reading for Pisces season talks about magic too. I think it says, yes, it says, protect your magic at all costs. The world needs a strong dose of empathy and enchantment, and no one dishes it better than you. So yeah, so I see like she talks about magic whenever I read my Pisces stuff. She also often refers to intuition and having a sixth sense. So it's just cool. It's cool to notice that. I'm going to put this on an empty column, which is Sunday. Even if astrology is not something that you put much credit into or legitimacy, I still think it's really fun to read. I think it's harmless. I think it's entertaining. And I think that you can still find something that resonates with you that you might find useful in reflecting on afterwards when you read astrology stuff. So yes, those are my thoughts on that. I don't want to fill up too much of my empty spaces because in case I have to put something in there that is not on there now, but I would like to put something a little more something. Like what though? Well, it's still March, right? And it's still Pisces season until the 20th, the 19th or 20th. So let me do something Piscean. Because the Pisces stickers I have on here, if I don't use them this month, then I won't use them until a whole year from now. I will use this sticker of a mermaid in a bathtub reading a book. There's also a line in the Pisces season horoscope that says, whether you're reading love poetry to your plants, over empathizing with the characters in your novel, or engaging in spontaneous prophecy at the grocery store, you're operating at the zenith of your dreamy powers. I do put myself in my books. I make believe that I am a main character, and I will bounce around and take turns being all the different characters, and I will sometimes change the story in my head to whatever I want it to be. So that resonates a lot with me, for sure. Dream big. That is it. I'm going to write in here some of my everyday to-do items, which are notes, and research. That's everything.